There's some major Zeus network drama currently brewing that has potential to destroy the network and tear everything down. This is not some petty drama between coworkers. No, this is the real deal and it's serious, so a lot of you guys already recognize who this is. This is LMY. LMY for the most part is who we recognize as the owner, CEO, founder of Zeus Network. But here's where it gets weird. These three people, king-Botcha, Manda CNA and D-Storm, they're claiming no Lemmy, you are a co-founder, were the founders of Zeus as well. So then those three came together and fought a lawsuit against LY and Zeus, and the lawsuit is currently ongoing. So when fans discovered this lawsuit with these people claiming to be the co-founders of the Zeus Network, they were shocked, so they began to go on Amanda Searer pace to ask her, yo, what's going on? Yo, are you really one of the founders of Z? And she responded back publicly. Amanda would take to Twitter, screenshot in her TikTok comments, where fans were breaking up Zeus. All of a sudden she didn't understand where it was coming from, not knowing they discovered the lawsuit and that's why they were asking. So she would take to Twitter to say, not sure where all this is coming from all of a sudden, but yes, I am one of the handful owners of the Zeus Network, and no, my lifestyle does not reflect my significant equity, as I have not received any income from Zeus since coming up with the name for the platform in 2018. As we know, this is a cloud-chasing generation, so anybody can come online and just cap, but fans began to pay really close attention to Amanda CA and really take what she was saying as the truth, because they discovered an article from 2017 promote and Zeus. This is an article from May of 2017 with the title king-Botcha Amanda Searer the Storm Power Team to launch subscription VOD service. That subscription VOD service would be the Zeus Network. Let me, who would usually ignore Amanda Cerner and other people speaking on Zeus, decided he could no longer hold his tongue because this was starting to take some legs. It was being posted on the Shade Room Neighborhood Talk. The blogs was like, hold on now bro, a white woman on Zeus, what's going on here? So LY spoke out and he responded directly to Amanda Searer, going off on her. LY would tell Amanda, stop lying to these people, you are a fraud, you buy your followers and likes. I am the creator, investor, founder, and CEO of Zeus. Thank you. Amanda will respond back in a quote tweet, you are the co-founder, heart emoji. Now that pissed off led me to no end. So Lenny was so pissed off he took the conversation off Twitter and took it to his Instagram to really let Amanda have it. Lenny would provide some pretty unconvincing evidence. He would say that Amanda Searer isn't a founder or co-founder because she doesn't follow any of the Zeus pages on Instagram and never been to the new headquarters. The new headquarters, all right now. He would also sun her right. He would also tell her, hey bro, if you want to be on Baddies and want a job from Miss Natalie Nunn, just say that you don't have to cap on me. So again, this is just a slick way of saying, man, you broke em all right, I'm rich, you broke. Talk to people in your own wealth category. But my dog me could not escape the receipts, because after he did that, claimed that Amanda CNA is a fraud, she was capping, she's lying, he don't know where it came from. Another receipt hit the timeline, essentially in Amanda C's favor. An article from 2018 where Zeus Network partnered up with SAG. The article would actually list Amanda Searer as co-founder, along with king-Botcha and the Storm C. The article says SAG has reached a historical agreement with Zeus, the new subscription video on demand streaming service founded by television executive producer Lamel Plummer and co-founded by social media stars king-Botcha, Amanda Sy, and Dorm Power. The three influencers have a combined audience of almost 70 million followers across all social media platforms. The agreement, which provides coverage for content produced by Zeus and a pathway to SAG-AFTRA membership for Zeus content creators, was announced from social media week. Los Angeles. At this point, we calling it how we see it, bro. It looks like Amanda Searer ain't capping, she's telling the truth, cause all the receipts is point in her favor. Like everything we've seen so far has listed her as a co-founder. It looks like LMY probably ain't do some good business or ain't do business all the way correctly, so my sort of got to cover his tracks. This what it feels like. But Amanda CER was currently the only person speaking up. I believe king-Botcha did something a few years ago that really had no publicity, but so we're asking, okay, Amanda CER is speaking up. Leto is saying she's lying, even though all the receipts is saying she's telling the truth. Is king-Botcha the Storm going to speak up? Little did we know, man, the Storm was rubbing his hands like Birdman. Bro, right, cooking up a Ether Part 2. The Storm dropped the content version of Ether against Zeus Network and LY, providing receipts that evenly can deny deny this is some scandalous work bro, so I see Elmi Plum or Lemon Peppa as y'all column is up on XP and lies, but let me tell you something, never trust tweets, only trust receipts. I'm about to break down for you the entire situation when it comes to Zeus ownership. I get a call from a good friend of mine, Lamimo Morris. Congrats on your Emmy, by the way. My brother Lamimo tells me that he has a colleague named lie Plumber who wants to meet with me about starting a social network. His pitch was he wanted to start a black Netflix for influencers and call it the Social Network, which was already a Facebook movie. By the way, he offered me a good amount of equity in the company and said he was going to look out for Lemon for connecting us. He never looked out for Lehman. Nasty work. This is just terrible, man. Now the other dude who apparently didn't get what he was promised, it doesn't appear that that dude was ever officially put into the fold, so he was just somebody who was, hey bro, you connected the dots with these really popular influencers at the time, the biggest creators on the internet. I'm a lookout for you bro if this deal come through. And he never got his just due, but he was never on paperwork. Now at the time I had the biggest series on the internet called the series. Baby, don't do that. Over 500 million views. It was nominated for Emmy for streaming, winning 2. Then let me ask me, are there any other influences I could bring on as partners, because we needed some heavy hitters in social media for this thing to work. I said, how about I reach out to another longtime friend of mine, King Batch. He had the numbers. Let me agreed. Batch agreed to join. Let me say, we need one more partner, some divers. So Bat reached out to Jake Paul, but Jake was working on another project and said, I'll at least give y'all an episode on round 1. Welcome to the tea, Paul. Then Bat said, what about another good friend of ours, Amanda Siri? She was getting millions of views, making millions of dollars off of brand deals. We all agreed. Now at this point I broke down my equity so myself, Batch, and Amanda could have even equity across the board, and we all became co-founders. I met with Daystorm, King Batch, and Amanda Siri, who were pretty big influencers, yes, and we ended up I brought them on board. Nasty work, man, nasty work. Now I'm interested in finding out exactly how this relationship broke down, because if Lenny is on camera admitting that these people were the ones who started a company with him, why is he now denouncing Amanda CNA and calling her a fraud? My mama always told me, tell the truth, Frederick, because lying is the hard thing you will ever have to do, and this right here is the example of that. He was calling Amanda Cerna a fraud for saying, yeah, I was one of the co-founders, but the track record is theirs. Interviews of you acknowledging that. So if there's interviews of you acknowledging that, but Amanda CNA is now a fraud in 2025, that just tells me you forgot about certain interviews you did, and the lie is becoming more difficult to keep track of. Let me was supposed to be behind the scenes as the CEO, and the three of us were to be the face of the network, myself as the president. In the coming weeks we started a group chat, and the founders came up with a new name for the social network. Some of the names was trash. Then one day I thought, wait, Nike was a Greek god. They were successful with their shoe and a pearl line. Why don't we name ourselves after a Greek god? Let's be Zeus. So then Amanda's like, I had a dog named Zeus, shoot, I like it. Daystorm actually came up with the name Zeus. We were strategizing and talking about different names, so then became the Zeus Network. In our operating agreement, Lim's job was to put up the money for the first round of content, which he get back soon as we launched. Myself, Batch, and Amanda's job was to use our audience and our face and our likeness to blow up the company and give it a legitimate name. Then he's like, look guys, I'm a nobody and you guys have the influence and celebrity to make this work. So that summer we went hard as hell. Zeus just came out today. You on this __, you going to die? At what point did you hear me say Zeus? Man, when you looked at me, let me was being slick when LY stated I put up the money. He was telling the truth in that regard, but the original agreement, and this makes sense, yo, because trust me bro, I don't have that much clout yet bro, but even I get offers like this all the time, right, where somebody who has a company, they have the infrastructure, they want you to come in and use your stardom to blow it up. So in this particular case, let me seize King Botch D-Storm, who at the time were like the biggest black creators on the planet, a man of CA, a creator who was getting millions of views, millions of followers. So he said, hey bro, y'all come in with me and let's start this network. It wouldn't make sense for LY to ask them to put up money, because why would they put up money when they have all the clout? Like, again, if they were required to put up money as well to be quote unquote owners in Zeus, they would just start their own network with their own money and use their stardom right. They like it. Wouldn't make sense to ask them to bring all the attention, all the subscribers, all the stardom and bring all the money there as well. You feel me? So I think so far, bro, the storm story is making complete sense. Like you, I have no doubt that this is how things went. My job was also to go out and find as many creators as possible so that we can have enough content to live on the platform when it launched, to drive the necessary traffic to the platform. The flagship shows would be batch. Amanda and I also agreed to put season 2 of CAU onto Zeus. I even called in a favor from Uncle Snoop to pop up in the series, and he looked out for me. The art strike one. You've been watching too much Zeus, nephew. And then we spoke to 25 other creators who are also friends of ours and told them we'll give them a free series on Zeus if they promote the app. Let me promise all of them that they would get a percentage of the subscriptions. They didn't get a dime. So approaching the launch of Zeus, Limi calls me up crying, talking about the whole network about to go under because I ran out of money. I physically went into the office that entire summer and edited 4 series for Zeus. Then I put up $135,000 of my own money paying for Bad Escorts, Caught season 2 and 4 other creative series. Now bear in mind, contractually we weren't supposed to put up any money, but let me say I'ma pay you back as soon as Zeus launches, and we're profitable now. Every show on Zeus has music in the background, but keep in mind we had no more budget for music, so I called in another favor from my good friend Tommy Brown and Franks, and I said, yo, we need beats for Zeus. They done produced everything from Ariana Grande to Justin Bieber. Tommy gave us over 1,000 beats with a promise from Limey that they get paid back once Zeus was profitable. They never got paid. This is why I don't entertain those propositions when I get it, where somebody is inviting me to come into their company and to promote it in exchange for equity. Because bro, the person who is essentially, you know, the founder, even though they're giving you co-founder or ownership stake, they're still somewhat the founder, bro. They have complete control of the payment processors. They have complete control of the subscriptions, the everything, right? The money go into their bank, so essentially you are at their will, right? They can choose to pay you or not pay you, and in this case, according to the Storm King Botch and Minera, you know, me chose not to pay them. So essentially they brought all their connections. They worked for absolutely nothing, so they brought all their connections to Zeus. They brought all their stardom to Zeus. They brought Zeus to no of eyes for absolutely free because they thought they were owners and they thought they were pushing their own stuff when they didn't have control of the payment processor. We understood that Zeus couldn't just be successful in social media and we needed a partner in traditional media. So I talked to my boy F and he links me with Tiffany, who works at SAG-AFTRA. Zeus end up signing a historic deal as the first social platform to partner with SAG-AFTRA, and because of this partnership I was also able to get a lot of the creators and actors this SAG card because they had shows and series on Zeus. And let me end up stabbing SAG-AFTRA in the back. By the way, this is why I say don't trust tweets, only trust receipts. Let's keep it going. Now, since Zeus was a new platform and app, it was a lot of bugs that needed fixing. Now our original tech partner Nick warned Limey that there was going to be some bugs and problems on launch day, but Limey ain't listened for _ with his Napoleon complex. Him and Nick used to get into it, so we throw this big ass launch party in law. We had ice sculptures, DJs, red carpet, big screen. Amanda bit the bullet and did this big ass deal with Dio for half her rate so we can have Sarek as a sponsor. We was in it, came together. We're doing a pre-launch party, so coming out July 13th. I'm super stoked. On launch day, all the creators who had a show on the platform promoted the hell out of Zeus, and over 45,000 people joined the platform that day. So now we on easy street until the next day we get a call from our tech partner Nick, who said there was a glitch in the system and everybody got in the Zeus for free. We had to boot everybody out of Zeus and ask them to rejoin for the subscription price. And if you know anything about people they ain't paying for _ after they got it for free, that just shows the power of their startup. Over 45,000 people, yo, if they were all paid subscribers, that would be over $200,000 in one day. That would mean from the LA pad they essentially build a $200 plus $000 business per month. That's crazy. Now right now Zeus, I believe, have over like 1 million subscribers a month, so they're getting paid all right now. But here's where the smoking gun comes in. Okay, the Storm actually kept receipts of let me saying out of his own mouth that King Budge the Storm and Amanda Sarah are partners and owners along with him, so the first round of Zeus was a wash. We had to scramble and come up with a plan for round 2 with no money. Then King Batch comes in clutch and saves the day and brings in our 5th partner, a silent investor named Ben Ku, who put up the funds we needed for round 2. On round 2 we changed up the plan and we used the funds from Ben Ku to make longer form content. Amanda secured L, who was huge at the time. Back secured B, Simone, who was huge at the time. I secured Quay, who was huge at the time, and Let Me secured Michael Black. And those shows with TTB and the flagship gave us enough subscribers and enough income to make it to the next season for even bigger shows. Now LMY controlled all the money at Zeus, and at this point myself, Batch, and Amanda were pushed out while L's taking these interviews, acting like he did it all by himself. But you did have partners. She did have partners. What happened to them? ___ You tell me, man. I'll Google this. ___ Stop it, man. Now I remember seeing you tell me. So you bought them outright. You tell me what happened to these guys. No, King B. Yeah. So King bought Amanda Siri. That's when they were lit. Like I said, I created Zeus. I ended up investing my own capital. They didn't put in any money. They didn't do anything. He seized all the Zeus accounts, got himself all this heavy security, and started spewing lies. I thought they would bring some value, bring some money to the table and do their thing, and they did. Let me tell you something. Anybody who needs that kind of security is either super famous or did a lot of people dirty. Part of what makes this whole platform special is, yes, you guys are partners and owners with me in this, and what you bring to the table, like you said, is relationships. People would not do this if it wasn't because of you and King Batch and Amanda. At this point you probably have the same answer I have, bro. I mean, if he's acknowledging it, where did it go wrong? How did things break down? Well, apparently what took place was them and, meaning again not them and Zeus, meaning like they still is in Zeus. They still want to work with Zeus, but them and LY, their relationship had fallen out because friends of theirs, or a friend of theirs who was dealing with LMY at the time, accused LMY of doing some pretty serious things, and they believe their friend, and because they believe their friend, they confronted Elmi about it, and according to the storm, the conversation ain't go as planned, ain't go well, and that led to them having a fallout. Now when you have a successful company like Zeus, she do something called partner payouts. Let me pays himself but never pays his partners. To be totally trans, aren't we had a fallen out because a good friend of ours, who is now a successful Latin artist and used to be Lim's assistant, told us that he sexually assaulted her. Till this day, myself, Batch, and Amanda, we received K1 tax documents stating that we make millions of dollars from the Zeus network as partners, so we're paying taxes on money that we never received. So while Lime Plumber walks through Paris with 5 security guards in design and clothes and purchases, let me just read this. New home RVs, me a truck for my birthday. The Zeus network bought you. Zeus bought it. Cyber trucks, cars, jewelry, and he's giving out bags to everybody who walks through Zeus's door. The partners who initially kept the lights on and made Zeus what it is today receive nothing. Don't let the internet and lemon pepper fool you. We put him on. This guy's a fraud. I had a call a few years back with Limey and a Jason Tolbert, who's also works there, and it's too cowardly to say something cause he was on the phone call, and Lime is like, you guys are losers. I'm going to drag this case into you all. Broke Zeus is worth $1 billion. You can't beat the machine. You'll never beat Zeus. If the IRS is still sending them tax documents, then that means they are listed somewhere as owners. They're just not receiving payments or payouts from Zeus or LMI because LMI don't like them anymore. To me, this is going to have a very detrimental effect on, because so according to them, let me is banking on, hey bro, I'm the infrastructure. I have all the money right now, bro. Zeus is worth damn near $1 billion, bro. I can stall you guys out and wait until y'all go broke, but the more he waits, the more he starts to owe them all right pay and suffering, etc., etc. And if a court rules that these 3 are owners, they have stake and ownership in Zeus, and you have to pay them everything you owe them, bro. If LMY is going around saying, yo, Zeus is worth $1 billion, you might have to owe this dude like $100 million a piece, right? And let's say they have enough equity in the company to where, bro, they can really shake some stuff up, disrupt the entire operation plan. This won't end well for Zeus from my perspective, bro, because bro, these people got nothing but receipts, bro. They got nothing but receipts showing that they were co-founders. They still have equity and they are owed a lot of money from Zeus, and if that money is paid out, can Zeus still afford to operate? Cause I don't think LY is somewhere saving up the money he owes the Storm and King, Bodge and Amana. No bro, it feels like LY is out here spending that money as fast as he's getting it, bro. Alright, let me know, man. Let me know how y'all feel. Okay, and if you're still watching, click on this video here somewhere on my screen to find out you know who exactly Loose Cannon revealed is snitching on Big U. He said it live on No Jumper. You don't want to miss it. Click on this video right here to find out what I'm talking about. I'm out of here, folks. Peace.